What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be going ahead and talking about the Blaze of Glory event in Black Ops 6. It took me a little bit of time because obviously I just haven't been with COD, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see right here, some more XDefiant for you guys. I've been grinding it over on my stream, and we're going to be grinding it for a couple more days as well. So if you guys are interested, I got a link to my Twitch channel down in the description of this video. Been playing this, Arena Breakout. I'm waiting for Splitgate 2 to drop. I want to play Battlefield really bad. Arc Raiders is another game I want to go ahead and dive deep into when it finally launches. There's so many things going on right now. So much competition. And then you head back over to Call of Duty. It's like, oh, great, a new event, new content, a reason for us to hop back into the experience. And these are the things that they always go ahead and produce. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we actually dive deep into Blaze of Glory and all the stuff that's going on here, I wanted to showcase to you all this over on Reddit. This is by Extension Matter. There's no way this is the new event. And of course, as always, it's been removed by the mods. All it is basically just this individual ranting. That's all, ranting about why they're kind of frustrated that every single event is a weed event. And it's no good content, nothing fresh. It's the same old, and it's just weed after weed after weed after weed. I mean, guys, I get it. 420 is just past, but still, we're moving on. Even the stoners have moved on. This is like so out of touch. And it's just getting ridiculous. But of course, any criticism over on the Reddit board always gets struck down. I don't understand it, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you post stuff about cheaters, whether you have concerns about the game, it's like unless you are completely sucking off Activision, you can't post on the Reddit page. And that's fine. If you want to, express why you enjoy Black Ops 6, that's outstanding. I'm not trying to say that's wrong, and I'm not saying it's wrong for you to enjoy Black Ops 6. I'm just saying on a Reddit board like this, all opinions should be valued, People complain about the positive opinions, but they also complain about the negative opinions, and they're always bashing, back and forth at each other while they both complain at one another. But all opinions should be welcome on the Reddit page. This is unacceptable that they're stripping simple posts of people chatting it up. And the worst part about it is that it got 500 plus upvotes. People liked it. It was a popular post. Others agreed, and they still get it taken down. Absolutely embarrassing. But guys, enough of that. Let's go ahead and actually hop into the event here. It's horrifying, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. All of the content is completely useless. There is, I'm not lying to you guys, there is not a single thing out of this whole pass that I would bother putting time towards. Of course, if you guys want to look it up, I'll showcase to you guys what mine looks like right now. But of course, if you guys want to look it up, you can see what all of them are. It's nothing. What I got already is basically probably the premium of the premium, in Activision standards. The $50 token one is for an emote, so, it is what it is. I don't know if it's going to be really worth it or not. But other than that, I mean, seriously, I'm going to ask each and every one. This is a very serious question. Why would you come back for this event? What would bring you to return? I mean, I gotta give them props. I'll give them props where props are due. They are finally giving us an animated camo. 3 seasons deep, ladies and gentlemen. We've only been begging for this for 3 seasons, trying to get them to give us actual content that's worth it. So, it's cool. Of course, it's still weed themed, so, people are probably going to be getting tired of it. But again, it's animated. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm very thankful. We're finally getting, to the point that we've been begging for. But as I stated before, 3 seasons deep. Who the hell is still around to witness them finally put forth these animated camos? And the people who are sticking with COD, they must think they're absolutely all stoners. I mean, honestly, because they're not giving us any animated camos for just the base guns that would be dope to everybody. All opinions across the board. No, they're just still ramming home the 420 theme within a Call of Duty. I don't know. To me personally, it's great and all, but a bit too late, right? But then for the rest of the content, it's useless. So yeah, we have a camo, but the rest of the event is annoying and pointless. And the worst part about it is it's just the same tedious kill confirm, pick up the money type event. So it's nothing new, nothing fresh. They could have done anything. Remember back in the day, like in Ghost, for example? The events were like the Michael Myers event where they give us a whole map and a brand new game mode. And I guess it wasn't a full-fledged out event like it is nowadays, but they used to be so unbelievably creative. This just feels so uninspired. And as I stated before, just more proof that Treyarch isn't there. The content's made, the team doesn't give a crap about BO6, what we want out of it. They're working on BO7, and that's it. It's understandable because Activision forced this out of them. But, if the anger has to be pointed towards Activision, then it will be. Whoever is at fault, these events are pointless, lifeless, and boring, and it does not entice me to come back whatsoever, not even in the slightest. Nowhere close to how much Modern Warfare 3 brought me back on a week-to-week basis, and that is not good. It's a major downgrade, and we're pointing in the wrong direction. I can only pick up tags so many times for these events until my mind just goes numb, right? They change it all the time, from the winter event to the St. Patty's event, now to this event, and it's probably more events, but they are all just, they change the logos of what you're picking up, from like the elves to like clovers to now money. It's like, just because you change what we're picking up doesn't change the vibes of the event. It still feels the exact same. Even when it comes down to how you pick your rewards, they reskinned this thing like 5 different times. Just because you change it to a game show theme doesn't change the event, right? It's the same thing. You collect a certain amount, you pick which one you want to buy with how much you collected, and so on and so forth. And then you finish them all and you get the max prize. It's the same thing. It's so uninspired, even to the point of voice acting. Again, Seth Rogen, I like a lot of his work, but boy, oh boy, there's no emotion to anything. In the set, I guess they told him to sound stoned or something like that, but you could tell he doesn't give a crap. He probably came in blissed out of his mind, not giving 2 craps about what's going on, no enthusiasm, nothing, and just spouted out a few lines. That's it. It's like, again, the event just feels cheap. That's the simplest way I could put it. It feels absolutely cheap. And for a franchise that's owned by a company worth billions, this, again, to me, is completely unacceptable. There are other games out there that hold the most insane events ever. And Activision and Microsoft can definitely match that cash. And they boast and brag so much about Call of Duty being such a top seller for them, then they should be treating it like a top seller. Completely unacceptable. And it's to the point where pretty much everybody I know doesn't even want to bother grinding this event. So many people online are saying this is the perfect time to go ahead and take a tad bit of a break because you're not missing anything, and I completely agree with you. Unless you are a completionist and you're a type of person who wants to go ahead and, get every bang for your buck, you spent $60 to $100, you're going to make sure you get every last bit of free content that they are going to offer to you. I understand, but for anybody else who doesn't think that way, they just stopped playing. The matchmaking is completely bugged right now. The game is horribly buggy as well, on top of the matchmaking being all gunked up. And now, it's like they give you an event to try to entice you to come in and play, and it's like not enticing whatsoever. So many other games are sparking people's interest. Like I said, Grand Theft Auto just dropped a trailer. It's blowing up, and then this is the event that Call of Duty drops. Oh, how this mighty franchise has fallen, all due to the cheapness of these publishers. If they just invested some money into this game, they could do the same freaking thing. They could, but they won't into so many different aspects of these titles. It's just absolutely disgusting. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm done rambling your guys' ears off. Thank you all for listening. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. And I am indeed really waiting to branch out. There's so many games I want to discuss. It's just hard because when the game isn't out, nobody cares. There's some hype when like maybe a trailer drops or a beta drops, something like that. Usually people care, but once that ends, the interest completely goes out the window. So you can't really cover it. You got to wait until it officially drops. Like I said, I want to cover Splitgate, Battlefield, Arc Raiders. It's so many fun things coming out here, and you best believe I'm going to be covering them all on this channel. And last but not least, I do stream Monday through Saturday as well over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. And we indeed are grinding out a ton of X-Defiant. So if you guys are interested in a little nostalgia, which is weird to say for a game that didn't even last a year, but yeah, nostalgia is probably the correct word still, because that's what it is. Remembering, the times that you might have enjoyed with the game. By all means, tune into the stream. Like I said earlier, starts 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and of course you can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all next one. Peace out.